a little detail on the sleeve. So we put a centimetre on there, and we also put a centimetre around there. So that's coming down like that, rounded. And then we just cut out that little shape, because it's just a feature that we're putting in there. So you cut that out, because that's got to be stitched back into that position where we took it out. So just go around there like that. So that's your pattern piece. And then we can just open that out and then put the grain line on it. So that center is the grain line, like that. And then we're going to cut. You can cut 4 of those, so you know that'll be nice and sturdy, and you can bag that out, or as well as you can just leave it as it is, so it gets an if you cut 2 of those, it will give it body underneath. So we can write on there cut 2, right, to give it a little bit of body. So that is that piece that goes onto there. So now that we've got that, all we have to do now is the rest of this one. So once again, I'm going to put a grain line or a straight line, because I like to work with my straight line. Lay that back on the straight line. And then I'm going to mark along here, along my sleeve, under the arm. Then straighten up the lines. Before I do anything else, I'm going to trace off this line here. This little line that we've got here, that we've just traced out, because we want that to come out. Trace that out, like that. And then I'm going to mark around it. Like that. I'm going to straighten up these lines. And I'm also going to put my notches. Remember, I wanted an inch, that's where my gauge is going to start. So that's my sleeve. So that is going to be flat on there. And then that's going to be flat on there to that notch. So these notches here, they've got to be the same. So I can fold that over and I can put the notches in at the same place, because it's very important that we keep that bit flat there where it comes, because that one's going to match to that one when we put the seam allowance on, and that one's going to match to that one when we put the seam allowance on. So that is your sleeve. And then we just put your centimetre seam along here, because that's all we need. We only need a centimetre here also to stitch at the bottom of our sleeve, and along up the side a centimetre, and along the top here we want a centimetre, and also around this section here centimetre. So we just take it straight across, centimetre, and then we're going to come down here like that, and we're going to add centimetre in this section here, because this piece is going to be stitched back into there. So we have to get a nice line around there, coming around here, and then we put the seam allowance along there. You only need a centimetre, or you don't even need a centimetre, just a quarter going around there actually, and a quarter, because the narrower the seam that you've got there, the better. You don't have to trim it off. So that goes round like that, and that comes round like that. Hope you can see that. And that's your grain line on there. So then this piece that we've got here, which is your sleeve, all of this is going to be gauged up into there, and it's going to be gauged up and puffed up on the top, and this piece is going to be set back into there. So now that we've got the sleeve, we've got that piece which goes into there, and we're going to write on here, we're going to cut 2, and this is the bottom sleeve. So that is your bottom sleeve, and we just, all we do is we're going to cut out here and we cut around the shape. I'll just do that so that you can see. And after that we can just do the facing. I'll show you how to do the facing for the back and front dress. Or as I said, if we're lining it, we just need to cut the pattern again exactly the same, except for making it shorter if you want to line the dress. But if you don't want to line it, you want to put the facing on, I'll just go through and show you how you do the pattern. So we're just going to cut down this shape here, going to cut that away around there, follow the shape round, follow that around, and you cut that out. So we've got like that shape there, in there, which your little design feature goes into there, and then your puff comes onto your sleeve like that. So that is your sleeve. That is your sleeve pattern done there. That's that piece goes into there, and that comes into there, gauged up, and you write on there. You put your notches in where the sleeve gauge is from, and it finishes where, and then your 2 little notches for the back and your 1 notch for the front, and you make sure that these notches matches up with your bodies. So you, before you notch them, you've got to make sure that they fit on the bodies. So I hope you can follow that. You have followed that. So those are the pieces that we need for this dress that we have made the pattern for. It looks like this dress. You've got your sleeve, you got your sleeve inset bit, the bottom of the sleeve, you've got your back, and you've got your front. Let me see that. That's the front. And then you've got your side bits for the front, which goes in there. And then you've got your inset piece for the back, which go in like that. And it looks like that when it's finished, made up. So those are the pattern pieces. And the facing is just, you mark around this, place that on the fold, you go back 2 inches, and you can follow that all the way around the shape. 2 inches, you do the back, along a little bit of the shoulders, 2 inches again, down that neckline, along there, down there, a good way, about to there, about 6 inches or 5, and then you just follow that round and take it back up into your, along your, from your shoulders to meet round there. So the facing shape, if I mark it on, it will look like this. This is it down here. So we go around like that. That's your facing, and the front will come, square that out, and then we take that up into the shoulders like that. So that's your facing shape. You trace them off, and that's how you make your facing. If you're doing the lining for the whole dress, it will be the whole neckline all along there, shorten it all along there, shorten it, and then all the rest is the same. So I hope you're able to follow that, and you will like, subscribe, and share, and comment, and I will see you next time when we come back with a new style. Bye.